Welcome to another trip down Normandy Road where we catch you up with everything Swansea City. We're going to get you ready for the match on Sunday morning, East Coast time. But we're going to go over a very busy Thanksgiving week. 2 matches in a very short period of time. We'll go over the table and we'll go over the juice boxes for the matchup coming up against Nottingham Forest on Sunday. But first, before we go forward, we have to go back. Let's take a look at the last 2 matches during the Thanksgiving week here in the U.S. Let's start off with your highlights against Rotherham, courtesy of our friends at Swans TV and YouTube.
First corner on the right-hand side, 15th minute of the game, whipped in, headed on by Cullen, and the keeper makes a save, and it'll be another corner over on that right.
Oh, what a chance, great header, he gets good connection, doesn't he?
Pushed away by the keeper, comes to Grimes, hits it, and it's in! Grimes claims it. It took a touch on the way through the crowd, but they found that gap, and Matt Grimes, left foot, drills it low, and Swansea City a goal up in 28 minutes.
Oh, it was a good finishing. I mean, it looks like it takes a little nick, but you mentioned there that they've got everyone in the box, and that gives Matt Grimes the opportunity just to be on the edge, just free to get the shot off. I think the goalkeeper will be slightly disappointed there. He does well with the initial corner, but Matty keeps it low, which we'd want.
Bidwell has it back, the former Brentford man into Danda. Lovely movement by him. Grimes slides it across the face of the goal. Would have been lovely to have a runner coming in there, and Swansea keep it in over on the far side. And Lowe hits the post. Oh, the goal at his mercy. Rotherham all over the place, and Swansea inches away from doubling the advantage.
Oh.
Second time round, Danda goes for it instead, and it's right foot pushed away for a corner. Lowe trying to get round the back, and he does, and he pulls it back, and that's
my God, what a clearance!
Oh, the goal at Swansea's mercy.
Then after the match, it was Steve Cooper discussing what he thought about the team coming back from the international break.
Steve, another clean sheet, 3 points. You must be really happy with the result today.
Yeah, no, I am really happy with it, to be honest, because it was a hard-fought game. I know that we did create some really good chances that we should and could have done better with. We ended up scoring a goal that was scruffy, to be fair. Although I don't want to take anything away from Grimes. He's in the right position and doing his job, and struck it well enough to go in the goal. So pleased with that, and then to show the other side of the game, second half, the resilience, the character, dealing with the set pieces, dealing with the kitchen sink, which happens, especially with all the changes now that can be made in the game. To show that side of the game as we did today, I'm really, really happy with, because it's the days in the games like this that can end up being really important. And I'm not saying we wouldn't have won last year, but there were times where we didn't win them type of games. So and for a while it's the first game we won after an international break, and that's credit to the boys, because we do lose a lot of players to international duty. Some that play and are continuing to play a crazy amount of games. Connor again plays for Wales on Wednesday. I know he was only down the road, but it's straight in, no training, out and play. I'm really pleased with the win, because they are difficult games.
Match number 2 against Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday coming in the relegation zone, and they've had their struggles. Remember, they had an initial 12-point deduction to start the season, but it was halved upon appeal, so they were not in the cellar as a place they had been for the entirety of the season to date. So Sheffield Wednesday and Swans, once again, courtesy of Swans TV and YouTube.
Whips the cross in. Oh, it's almost a shot, and it almost caught the keeper. It was going as a cross, and it was over the keeper at one stage, and he just recovers to claw it away.
It took a little deflection there. I think he's given a goal kick as well, but I thought it definitely come off the defender's foot when Liam put his cross in. It looked as though it took a deflection, and that's what took it into the keeper's arms. No, it didn't look like it was straight across there, but
Bannon along the ground, now then free shot, and well, Swansea didn't pick up their man, and it's smashed in. Adam Reach firing home.
And I think that's the worst thing that could happen for this game, because now they've got something to hang on to. They were bad enough at 0-0. Once they've got the goal now, they're probably going to just shut up shop, and it's going to be an even worse game of football than what it's been.
Two around him. dances his way past a couple of them. Andre!
Yes! And that's what he does! Brilliant, Andre. And that's the difference in class. Once you get around that box, not panicking, ball at your feet, working that space for yourself, and a great finish into that far corner, and it just shows the quality that he's got. Brilliant from Andre.
Well, that's why his manager turned to him at half-time. He may still not be fully fit, but 4 players around him, and he showed Swansea City the way.
What it is, and it's just the calmness of once you're in there, now you're in control, you're in that box, they're not going to start flying in and throwing tackles in, so you're the one who's in control. Take your time and do it at your own pace.
Then after the match and after the comeback, once again, here's manager Steve Cooper.
Steve, first of all, sum up the performance, the result, and the controversy at the end.
Well, we didn't play well in the first half, that's for sure. And you know, I'm not going to lose sight of that when I analyse the game back with the players. Sort of fell into the trap of, and something we talked about, of having loads of the ball, not being quick enough with it, creative enough with it, and getting done on a set piece or a counter attack. And so I was disappointed to fall for that. But you know, fair play. You know, a couple of changes, second half. You know, an improvement in intensity, and then you know we were good for getting back in the game and not going on to win it with a second half performance. So good positives from the second half in sort of standing up and being counted, and Andre obviously give us, you know, what ended up being a defining moment for the game in terms of getting a goal. Great finish, as you know we've come to expect from him.
Now that brings us to Sunday morning, 7 o'clock, Nottingham Forest and Swansea. We'll get into the juice boxes in that in just a little bit, but let's go over what happened on the weekend on Saturday in playing the championship. Reading with a 3-1 win over Bristol City. Birmingham and Millwall a goalless draw. Blackburn at home, a home favorite, beat Barnsley 2-1. Cardiff, a home favorite, shut out Luton Town 4-0. Derby and Wycombe, which could be the beginning of the managerial time for Wayne Rooney. Derby and Wycombe a 1-1 draw at Derby County. Huddersfield a win over Middlesbrough 3-2. Norwich a 1-1 draw with Coventry. Rotherham a 2-2 draw with Bournemouth. Sheffield Wednesday a goalless draw with Stoke. And Watford beating Preston North End at home by the score of 4-1. Nottingham and Swansea, your juice boxes, courtesy of our friends at oddsportal.com in the composite. Nottingham basically a plus 200, Swansea a plus 150, and your draw is a plus 218. Let's take a look at the standings heading into the last match of match week 15. Norwich, Bournemouth, Watford, 1-2-3. The relegated sides from the Premier League last year, they are 1-2-3 right now in the championship. Fourth is Reading, having gotten the win last time out, skipping their skid of 4 winless in a row. So Reading is fourth on goal difference at plus 5. Bristol City is fifth at 24 points. Brentford is ahead of Swansea coming into Sunday with that match in hand at 23 points. Goal difference is 7-7 actually. Goals scored, Brentford to Swansea's 15. 22 points is Stoke in 8th. Blackburn and Middlesbrough at 21 points at 9 and 10. Goal difference of Blackburn's at plus 11 right now. 20 points, Millwall is 11th. Luton Town is 12th at 19 points. Huddersfield is 13th with 18. 17 points, Cardiff and QPR. Goal difference of plus 4 puts Cardiff on top at 14th, QPR in 15th. 3 teams at 16 points. Barnsley, Birmingham City, and Preston North End. Goal difference to Barnsley at -1 to -2 to -4. Rotherham is 19th with a goal difference of -4 with 13 points. Coventry City's goal difference is -10, which puts them in 20th. Nottingham Forest coming into the game with Swansea City, 3-3-7, 12 points in 21st. Your relegation zone is Wycombe, Sheffield Wednesday, and Derby County. That is another go-round of Normandy Road. Thanks for hanging out with us. And if you're up early watching on the Plus, enjoy the match with Nottingham Forest. We will talk about it next week. Play it safe, everybody. We'll see you next time.